Welcome back to another episode of Blue Couch Therapy. It's your boy True, better yet the man. You know, guys, I just recorded like a 20-minute session. I thought I did, and then I got to the gym and I realized that I wasn't even recording. So if anybody's familiar with that story about Stan, where they accidentally deleted the third verse, or the fourth verse, I believe it is. Yeah, fourth verse. That's literally just what happened, and I'm laughing about it now. Little cheese, but who cares? It's the same story. You feel me? So, guys, I just want to talk to you today about be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? I was talking to one of my students the other day, and the only way that we can change our lives is by changing our mind. We talk about this on the channel quite a bit because that's what I really feel as though is the key. And the Bible even tells us this, to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Not to be conformed by this world, but to be transformed. So, I think, guys, it's so important to recognize the patterns in your life. I was reading up on the rule of three. I'm seeing it come into fruition, how it's coming to fruition in my life, about the third time's a charm, basically, I'm essentially living through my third debt cycle, or my second one leading into my financial freedom. We went from like $5,000 in available credit to negative $5,000, and then I used my money multiplication skills to take it up to $100,000 in credit. Didn't want to work for like 2 years, so then I crashed it all out, and then now we're going to take that negative 100,000 and we're going to go up to 1 million, 10 million easily. So I say all this to say, guys, that it's like you got to recognize the patterns, and you have to see what the lessons is in your life that you have to learn. So for me, it's diligence. I had to learn about discipline. I had to learn about staying consistent, and I had to learn better habits, better eating habits, better money management habits, better habits in general, and it's paying off for me. The funny thing is, when I say be transformed by the renewing of your mind, you have to think that every thought is a seed. We live in a thought evolved world, right? So if you take a thought exercise with me and think about everything in this world that you consider to be real, your job, your games, your Walmart, your car that you're in, the roads that we drive on, everything was first a thought in somebody's mind. This doesn't include nature, of course, because that's nature. Everything other than nature. Can you tell me something other than nature that was not first an idea? The cars that I'm seeing out here in front of me is all someone's idea first, a dream first. So these are seeds. These are seeds that we plant in the fertile garden, which is our mind. We plant these seeds in the fertile garden, which is our mind. So every fruit that you're seeing today is a seed that you planted years ago. So for example, the bills that I'm seeing today is from the seeds that I planted 2 years ago when I decided, okay, boom, they gave me 100K. Then I'm like, it's time for me to go crazy. You know what I mean? So a lot of, and even as a cautionary tale, a lot of men go broke. A lot of men go broke too early, or a lot of men go broke trying to play husband too early. That was something that happened to me, and it's something that I would strongly advise against. Make sure your financial house is in order before you want to be that provider. In my life, I always thought about the idea of the traditional neoconservative husband, the dad, pay for everything. And that's what I am, but I just didn't have the means to do it at the time. But in my mind, my ego wouldn't let me rid that. My ego wouldn't let me, be like, okay, go and work a job at McDonald's or somewhere just to get money so that you don't have to use your credit card, so that you can, So, but now it's a lesson. These are all lessons. These are all things for me to learn. This is why I say to myself, and I say to you guys, that I learn these things late. Everything I learn late, I teach you. Everything I learned late, I teach you early. You know what I'm saying? You guys can learn the things early that I learned late. I can teach you how to build $100,000 worth of credit and then not do what I did. I'll tell you what to do. I can tell you what to do, and I can tell you how not to end up like me. How not to end up in a situation where now you feel like your anxiety is ridden. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't have any fear, so I'm not afraid to share these stories. I'm not afraid to share with you guys everything that I've learned along the ways, the ups and the downs. Currently, we're in what they may refer to as a down period, but it's the contraction. Life is ebb and flow, right? Life is a expansion and contraction. So right now, we're actually in the end of a contraction period at the beginning of an expansion period. Because guys, this channel is blowing up like crazy. At the time when you watch this video, who knows how many subs I will have. I think at this time I have 200 something. I'm challenging myself to post a video, go live every day for the year 2025 and see what that uncovers and the opportunities that uncover in my life. And I'm quite excited. So I say this to say, guys, in terms of being transformed by the renewing of your mind, is that your mind is your most precious tool. Your mind is your most valuable asset that you possess. And once you're able to conquer that, you're able to take over the world. Okay? So, because for me, guys, I used to live in a poverty mindset. I used to live in a mindset that was like, there's never enough, there's nowhere, the economy's shit, there's da-da-da. And then, whatever you believe is going to manifest itself in your life. How can there be poverty? I was literally at the grocery store yesterday. I was getting some oranges and some fruits and stuff. And then I'm looking at all this fruit, all this food in the grocery store. So much so that the oranges and the mangoes are falling on the floor and rolling underneath the display. And, but yet still they're going to say it's a food shortage. Is there a food shortage? That's just one grocery store in one city, in one province, in one country. There's millions of grocery stores all around the world that are full of food. And then they're going to tell you, oh, there's not enough food, guys. Not enough food, so we need to charge you more. It's bullshit, Because there's more than enough food. They're throwing out 10 tons of food, 100 tons of food every night. They'd rather throw it out than to give it to you. But yet still they're going to tell you that you guys need to pay more because there's not enough food and we have to... It's bogus, you know what I'm saying? So when you start to slow down and see the kind of shenanigans and the charades that they're playing on us, you start to just open your eyes and see how interesting these things really are, So I say all this to say that there's no lack, there is no poverty. Life will give you more abundance than you could ever imagine, that you could ever hope to use, more than you could ever hope to use, more than you could ever dream about using. So that's why I say I'm a rich cash pig. I have more money in my life than I know what to do with, and that's why I help. That's why I help as many people as I can, and that's why I do the things that I do, So I say these things before they happen, so when they happen, you can begin to believe. We're at the beginning of the next and final expansion period, So that's why I say, guys, I learn these things. I teach you these things early, what I learned late, so I can teach you how to run up to get $100,000 worth of credit, and then how to liquidate a credit card to buy digital assets or to buy stocks, so that you can. There's so much game that I've learned on my failures that I could teach. I literally am writing the book, How to Get Rich with Cody Dujan. And that book, we break down all my high risk strategies that I've used in my past 10 years of life in order to get to where I am today, in order to get to the point where I can offer consultation because I know what this system is all about. Anyways, let me not get too excited. But yeah, guys, I say all these things to say that life is good. And when you can change your mind, when you can change your thinking, you can change your life. You can change your live reality forever. Okay? So, yeah, guys, it's not as difficult as they make it seem. It's not as scary as they make it seem. It's all designed in a way to make you feel small, to make you feel less than. And once we're able to realize that, we're able to change. Okay, guys? So with that, I bid you adieu. I bid you farewell. I love you guys lots. You can check out all my links down in the description below. Contact me for a one-on-one if you guys want to chat, if you guys want to, to talk. I'm here. I'm literally a listening ear. I'm here to be of service, and I'm here to be of help any way that I can. Okay, guys? So check out my books, check out my merch, check out everything will be down in the description below. Until next time, guys, I love you with all my heart. Peace. I'm out of here.